Welcome to Man Utd Transfer HQ, your ultimate source for Manchester United news, rumours, and updates. Our first news is Emi Martinez breaks silence on Man United transfer snub with one-word update. Emi Martinez had emerged as an option for Manchester United to bolster their goalkeeping department only for the Red Devils to eventually move for Royal Antwerp St. Lamens. Emi Martinez claims he is happy despite missing out on a dream move to Manchester United. The Aston Villa and Argentina goalkeeper was expected to leave the Midlands this summer after a few stunning campaigns. He bid an emotional farewell to Villa Park at the back end of last season and then featured heavily on United's shortlist as they searched for a new goalkeeper. And while he remained an option late into the window, the Red Devils eventually opted for another player. They completed an £18 million deal for Royal Antwerp St. Lamens on deadline day. With the dust now settled, Martinez has spoken out for the first time. Having linked up with his Argentina teammates ahead of international duty, the goalkeeper shared a number of images of him in Argentina kit with the caption, "Feliz," meaning happy, alongside an Argentina emoji. The reigning world champions are set to take on Venezuela and Ecuador over the next fortnight in qualifiers for the next World Cup. And while Martinez will be keen to focus on his national team commitments for now, Argentina legend Sergio Goycochea admits he has concerns for his mentality right now. Speaking to TNT Sports Argentina, he said, "It's not the ideal situation to be living in 10 months before the World Cup. He's proven himself. His emergence, his journey, as he himself put it, his mental strength, and the professional support he's had, it's all good. He's a guy with a lot of personality, and all that stuff he puts to his advantage in a lot of situations that make a difference. We'll have to see how it plays out for him right now. That's the only thing that scares me." Meanwhile, United legend Rio Ferdinand has suggested that he would have preferred his former club to make a move for Martinez instead of Lamens. Speaking on YouTube, he said, "I just think his experience, he's got the personality, the character, plays for Argentina where the pressure is absolutely immense, he's won a World Cup, he was one of the reasons they won the World Cup, the save in the final, a big moments man. Man United need as much personality as they need ability coming through that door, and I think he fits the bill in that sense completely." Once the international break is over, Martinez will hope to return for Villa. Marco Bizet has started in 2 of the club's opening 3 games, with Martinez being between the sticks for the 1-0 defeat to Brentford. Stay tuned for more updates and don't miss subscribe. Our second news is Man United learn final decision on Carabao Cup replay versus Grimsby after rule break. Grimsby were fined £20,000 by the EFL after it was revealed they fielded an ineligible player in their penalty shootout victory over Manchester United. The EFL have confirmed Grimsby Town will face Sheffield Wednesday in the 3rd round of the Carabao Cup on Tuesday, September 16 at 7:45 p.m, after Manchester United elected not to appeal against the Mariners' punishment for fielding an ineligible player. United were dramatically dumped out of the competition last Wednesday after a penalty shootout defeat to the League Two side, following a thrilling 2-2 draw at Blundell Park. Grimsby raced into a 2-0 lead before Brian Mbeumo and Harry Maguire struck back for the Reds, forcing the tie to penalties. In a nail-biting finish, Grimsby held their nerve to triumph 12-11 from the spot. United's £71 million new boy Mbeumo missed the crucial 26th penalty to send the underdogs through to the next stage. Controversy arose on Tuesday morning when it was revealed that the EFL had slapped Grimsby with a £20,000 fine for fielding an ineligible player during the match. Clark Ojour, ironically the only Mariner to miss his penalty, was not properly registered for the contest. Grimsby had missed the window to register Ojour by a minute, and duly self-reported themselves, admitting a clerical error by the club. There were then calls for the League Two side to be dumped out of the competition, but on Tuesday, their tie against the Owls was confirmed and will be shown on Sky Sports Plus. Following Grimsby's punishment from the EFL, the club released a statement. Grimsby Town Football Club acknowledges today's decision by the EFL regarding an error in the registration of Clark Ojour ahead of our Carabao Cup Round 2 fixture against Manchester United, the announcement began. Ojour's registration was lodged with the EFL 1 minute beyond the deadline, and the problem wasn't spotted straight away by the club due to a technical issue being encountered at Grimsby. We accept the fine imposed and fully recognize the importance of adhering to competition rules and regulations. This mistake was not deliberate, and the club acted transparently by self-reporting that breach as soon as it came to light. Since this incident, we have undertaken a thorough review of our processes and implemented strengthened measures to ensure it cannot happen again. We thank the EFL board for recognizing our cooperation and intent, and we remain fully committed to maintaining the highest professional and regulatory standards. The club won't make any further comment on the matter and now looks forward to focusing on preparations for our upcoming fixtures. Grimsby are duly required to pay half of the fine immediately, with the remaining £10,000 suspended until the end of the season. The EFL, not as severe as the FA in such issues, have not considered a replay or indeed an expulsion. Our last news is Unemployed ex-Premier League star once worth £8 million scores from halfway line versus Man United. Former Sunderland and Crystal Palace striker Connor Wickham got on the scoresheet in sensational style against Manchester United's youth team on Wednesday as he eyes a new club. Former Premier League star Connor Wickham bagged a sensational strike from the halfway line as he searches for a new club. The former Sunderland and Crystal Palace forward struck just 7 minutes into the clash between a PFA 11 and Manchester United's under-21 side. Wickham, 32, was the star as a squad of 17 players made the trip to Carrington as they bid to maintain fitness and find their next team. Other Premier League figures such as Cyrus Christie, Rolando Aarons, and Kazenga Lualua have been involved in training, while a game against Brighton's youth team saw ex-Arsenal forward Tyrese John-Jules and former Chelsea youngster Tariq Uwakwi play. And it will be Wickham's goal that lives long in the memory for anyone watching. The veteran forward claimed a loose ball after United's youngsters lost possession and touched it into the opposition area before letting go with a considered strike. Goalkeeper William Murdoch was left scrambling back to his goal line but was unable to prevent the ball hitting the net. The effort was the standout moment of the match, but Red Devils teenager Shea Lacey delivered an impressive, curling strike of his own to ensure the game finished level. Wickham will certainly have widened his reach with his latest strike, however, as he eyes a move in the Football League. The ex-Ipswich Town and Cardiff ace is looking to return to action, having went without a club last season. Wickham last played for Charlton after impressing during a 2-week training period with the club in March 2024. The ex-England youth international scored 1 goal in 4 appearances for the Addicks before departing at the end of his short-term deal. Wickham has led a storied career and played for 10 clubs since making his Ipswich debut, having just turned 16. Sunderland paid £8 million for his services in 2011 in a record fee for the Tractor Boys. The striker saw a series of loan spells to Sheffield Wednesday as he struggled to make a sustained impact at the Stadium of Light, but earned Premier League Player of the Month honours in April 2014 to help the team avoid relegation. Wickham eventually moved on to Crystal Palace but saw his career grind to a halt after a serious knee injury kept him out of first-team action for almost 2 years. The striker suffered similar misfortune after moving to Preston following his time at Selhurst Park. Wickham suffered a hamstring injury 5 minutes into his second appearance for the club and was released months into his deal. After just days as a free agent, Wickham moved to MK Dons on another short-term deal but lasted until the end of the season before joining Forest Green Rovers. Despite scoring 9 goals in 20 games, Wickham moved to MK Dons on another short-term deal but lasted until the end of the season before joining Forest Green Rovers. Despite scoring 9 goals in 20 games, Wickham departed at the end of another short-term deal, before short spells with Cardiff and Charlton. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Man Utd Transfer HQ, and turn on notifications so you're always in the loop with the latest transfer news and rumors. One more thing, what are your thoughts on these updates? Comment below.